Well, we are live. Dad, his phone is not on mute. Dad, how are you? You feeling ahead of the Championship final day today? What's going to happen? Do you reckon it's going to be a mental one? Go on, somehow.
I think Derby's going to go down. I think they're going to lose. I think Derby, Rotherham, and Wycombe will go down. I can't see Wycombe win 14 now.
Fair enough. What do you think of the whole Championship season so far? Then
it's been good. I mean, I think the two teams that went up top two to be expected both come down from the Premier League last year. Probably got bigger budgets and parachute payments from the Premier League than a lot of the other teams in the league. So that wasn't a real surprise. In terms of the playoffs, who's gone in the playoffs? Brentford finished, should have really gone up last year. It's no surprise to see them in the playoffs. Swansea are a good side. Not really surprised. Biggest surprise of all for me is Barnsley getting into the playoffs. I think that's a great achievement for a club like that. They're obviously playing in Pompey's league not so long ago. So that's a great achievement for them. Former player of ours.
Well, they only stayed up last year because of Wigan's point deduction.
Yeah, so former player of ours, Connor Chaplin. So that's a great achievement for them.
Yeah.
So looking into the playoffs, it's Bournemouth obviously are in the playoffs as well. Team that came down from the Premier League last year. Had a few ropey results of late, but they did win 7 or 8 in a row. So
I think they can finish highest fourth.
Yeah, so that's
with a win today. We will have a look at what can happen today in a minute. Dad, F1 Football Fan says, hello, what's your dad's thoughts for Pompey tomorrow? This is a Championship video, but I'll let you talk about it. What do you reckon is going to happen tomorrow?
Thoughts for Pompey tomorrow? Obviously, it's in our hands. Win the game, we're in the playoffs. Yes, there'll be pressure on the players, but there's no more excuses anymore. If you'd have offered me this when Jackett left, we were 10th in the league, go to the last day of the season, win the game, you're in the playoffs, taking that all day long.
Your hand off if you'd have said.
I think we have lost. We have lost. It's just a shame that we dropped points against Crewe, drew the game. Dropped points against Crewe, which wasn't, missed a penalty. Should have won that game. Got beaten by MK Dons, got beaten by Swindon, and got beaten by Burton. So if we'd have won one of those games, we wouldn't have been talking about last day of the season. We'd already be in the playoffs, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, it's all it's in our own hands. Hopefully, there's no more twists and turns. We just go out and do a job and beat Accrington. But it won't be easy, even though they've got nothing to play for. But I think we'll sneak it 2-1. And I just hope that Marquis can actually find where the goal is, because he's been absolute pony lately. It's good to see Hawula coming back into the side for tomorrow, or released on the subs bench. Watmore coming back, so another massive positive. I wouldn't play Raggett in this game tomorrow. I'll play Downing, Watmore, Johnson and Brown at the back, because I think Raggett's got far too many mistakes in him. Yes, we won the game against Wimbledon 3-1, but he made some awful errors.
You got in the team of the week though, Dad.
No, I don't know who's picking team of the week. Funny.
Evidently a Raggett fan.
From the funny
Blake has said, hope Wycombe stay up. I mean, they need to win 14-0. Minimum.
That's not going to work, unfortunately.
So unfortunately, Wycombe will they're 99% in League One. They've got 1 foot, 1 hand, and 95% of their body sat in League One at the moment.
Yeah, obviously, like Derby, there's going to be a big club go down, because
one of Derby or Sheffield Wednesday.
Derby and Sheffield Wednesday are going down, and they're two big clubs.
Elite clubs.
Rooney clearly hasn't done a very good job as a manager.
Well, he took them out of it and then he brought them back down again, didn't he?
Rooney hasn't done a great job since he's been there.
But we'll have a look then. You can respond to those texts if you really need to. But we'll have a look at the starting lineups first of all. So Derby, after 5 losses in a row, today they do face Sheffield Wednesday. Knowing a win would keep them up, a loss would see them relegated. Now the lineups, Dad, for Derby: Kemar Roos in goal, Byrne, Edmondson, Matt Clark and Forsyth at the back, Knight and Shinnie operating central midfield, Waghorn, Robertson, Lawrence in the attacking midfield options, with Kazim Richards in the attacking up front position. And then for Sheffield Wednesday, they have Westwood in goal, Borna, Hutchinson and Dunkley at centre backs, Reach, Bunnan, Pelopessi and Palmer, with Patterson, Windass and Rhodes in an attacking 3. Dad, any players in that lineup that you know of? I think the ones you should know of are like Adam Reach for Sheffield Wednesday, possibly Callum Patterson for them as well. Matt Clark.
Quality.
I'll let you respond to that text because you're evidently concentrating on that. But I will now put on the screen the basis for today and what every team needs to do if they're going to stay up. I'm going to change this to that because it looks a little bit better. So what every team needs to do today then. So the confirmed promotions are on the bottom now. Norwich are champions already with Watford promoted as well. Nothing can change there. Both of those two sides ending up in the Premier League next season. The confirmed playoffs. Brentford will have third position. Swansea most likely will finish fourth unless there's a 10-goal swing between them and Bournemouth. Bournemouth and then Barnsley will fight it out for that place next for fifth. And then, right, we'll go from the bottom then. Wycombe, to survive, they need to beat Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday need to beat Derby by just one goal, with Rotherham also failing to win. Wycombe also needing to win that game by 14 goals. It's not a case of they can win 1-0 and hope. It is a 14-goal win they need. Can you see Wycombe doing what along the bottom is there?
Wycombe, unfortunately, even though they're taking it to the last day of the season.
I'm surprised they took it this far, to be honest.
They haven't really got the resources for in the Championship. They're a small team, always going to struggle in this league. I mean, yeah, fair play, they're taking it to the last day of the season, but they were always going to struggle and pretty much have been bottom of the league for most of the season. So it was always going to be a big struggle for them.
Anything else? Doesn't have to look at everything on your phone. That's Pompey versus Acton. That's tomorrow's.
Yeah, that's a big.
It was a big ask, and unfortunately, they haven't been able to answer the questions that were asked of them.
Rotherham, we're
going to move on to them. First of all, Sheffield Wednesday, they're second bottom. Sheffield Wednesday need to beat Derby. They need Wycombe to not win by 14 goals, with Rotherham failing to get 3 points. Without a win, they will be down and could even be relegated if they do win. Dad, can you see Sheffield Wednesday staying up?
No. If they win, what happens?
It says it on the bottom here. So they need to win and beat Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Rotherham need to not win, and Wycombe need to win to not win by 14 goals.
So, yeah,
all it is they win, and Rotherham fail to win. As simple as it is for them, really. But anyway, so that's the easier one. They could be relegated even with that win if Rotherham do win. I'm moving stuff around here I don't want to move, but Rotherham to survive. They need to beat Cardiff City away. They need Derby to fail to beat Sheffield Wednesday. If Rotherham fail to win, they'll be relegated, but could be safe if they win and Sheffield Wednesday win as well. But if Derby do beat Sheffield Wednesday, then Rotherham will be back in League One at the first time of asking. Rotherham staying up there.
No, I think Rotherham will go down.
I'm nervous ahead of tomorrow. I'm not nervous for this one, but tomorrow I am. And Alison says, hi. Hello, Alison. How are you?
I think Rotherham will go down. I think they're a yo-yo team. They're not good enough for the Championship, and maybe
good for League
One. Top end of League One.
Pushing it, but
I mean, they're not a big club. They're not.
I think what was it? They've been promoted twice in 5 years and relegated twice in 5 years. Yeah. 4 seasons they've been promoted or relegated. They haven't stayed in the division for longer than a season.
Yeah, let me just take note of that. Yeah.
Anyway, Derby to survive then. Derby will be safe if they beat Sheffield Wednesday. Simple as that for them. Or they can draw, but Rotherham will fail to win, which would also see them safe. If Derby lose, they're relegated. If Derby win, they're safe. Simple as that. There's no if, buts and maybes. If they win, they're safe. If they lose, they're not. That is as simple as it is for Derby. Wayne Rooney knows that a draw possibly won't be good enough. A draw would see them safe from Wycombe, but it would not see them safe from anyone else. But if we're looking at those teams who they've got to play, what's it called? Rotherham have Cardiff away, Dad. Cardiff set an 8th position, 10 points off the playoffs. Obviously, that's uncatchable. But they're set an 8th. They're a very good side. They've got to play. Wycombe have got to be 10th place Middlesbrough, 14-0 if they want to stay up. And then the other two sides, of course, facing each other. I think the team with the best chances in this are the two clubs here. One is Sheffield Wednesday or Derby. I think those two clubs have the best chance of staying up. Without any doubt, really. Because, Louis, are you coming down Sunday? We're going to do a stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
with my nan as well. Bigger room. We're going to do a special. We'll have some beers in. We'll do the game. And then as soon as the full-time whistle blows, we will ride at the Fratton Park and we'll be there within about 20 minutes of the full-time whistle. So, yes, we'll be coming down, but not during the game. I thought I had to just say that. I just want to respond to someone quickly. Dad, who's going down? Who's going up in the playoffs? What's going to happen? Go. Talk about it.
The championship, you mean?
Well, we are in a championship
Right.
team.
I think Brentford will go up in the playoffs. I think they've got Ivan Toney, other good players. They just missed out last season. Should have gone out automatically, really, but they lost the last couple of games. I think they will go up, and I think they will probably. Who's sixth in that league?
Who is sixth? Barnsley.
Who's third?
Swansea.
Yeah.
At the minute, Dad, it goes Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth, Barnsley.
Yeah.
Barnsley and Bournemouth could swap. Bournemouth and Swansea could swap. Brentford are third.
Yeah, so I think Brentford will go up.
Go look at Brentford's recent form and see if that's going to come into play.
Mm.
Obviously, there's no stream for that today because they're pretty much up in it. They will. They're unbeaten in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're unbeaten in 11. Only one loss in 14 games. A lot of draws, as you can see on this. 3 wins in a row coming into today. Are Brentford going to be in the Premier League next season?
Yeah,
Or will it be Barnsley, who have only recorded 3 wins out of 5, who have the champions today? Or will it be, let's see if we can find the other clubs here, Swansea, who have Watford today. Swansea winning 2 of their last 5 with 2 draws and 1 loss. They're probably in the worst form out of them all. And who is the other club? Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth today have Stoke at home. Bournemouth winning 3 of their last 5 with 2 back-to-back 1-0 losses in the last games, though. To Brentford and Wickham. They lost to Brentford already this season. And I think they've lost to them twice. No, they haven't. And they have they? Yes. Brentford beat Bournemouth twice this season. So if they face them, probably going to be winning. If I'm a football fan, I like Wednesday and Derby. Don't know if I want to stay up, to be honest. To be honest, I love them both, but one of them has to go down. Teams do have to be relegated. He's making a lot of noise because he can. You're like a child, aren't you? You just bang things and hope to make noise. He's bought a sandwich with him.
Sandwich.
Put that on there. Put it over here. I don't mind. Just leave him over there. Don't annoy me. Dad's got crisps and stuff. You did buy sweets, yes?
I've got sweets, mate. Yeah.
Good. Anyway, Dad, what is the best league in the world?
Obviously, what the best league in the world is Premier League.
No, that's the wrong answer. Championship. Championship's best league in the world. Anyway, we will put the thing on here. The teams that can go down then: Derby, 43 points currently with minus 22 goal difference. Rotherham on 41 points with minus 16 goal difference. Sheffield Wednesday, 40 points, minus 21 goal difference. And Wickham, 40 points, minus 33 goal difference. Wickham, pretty much relegated. Dad's messing around and fiddling with his bag because Dad loves to ruin these streams, don't you, Dad?
Get a drink out.
Drink that one, because that's the one that's already on the desk. Don't put one on the desk and then drink a different one. Your apology is not accepted. Right then, what's the score going to be? We'll put the games on the bottom now. That's the first half of games. Bournemouth versus Stoke, Barnsley versus Norwich, Blackburn versus Birmingham, Bristol City versus Brentford, Cardiff versus Rotherham, Coventry versus Millwall, and Derby versus Sheffield Wednesday. Scores out of all of them ones then. We'll talk about the second half in a minute. But them ones, what's going on?
Bournemouth will win. Stoke got nothing to play for. Bournemouth obviously into the playoffs. Just about where they finish in the playoffs now. I think Coventry.
I don't know. It's on the screen now. Coventry versus Millwall.
I think Coventry will win that game.
Have to be on your phone to be 24/7. I mean, I could literally just click 2 buttons and I'll put it up for you. There you go. Merry Christmas. Literally, all those games on the screen there. There's no more, just them. Those games there.
Right, so I think Bournemouth will beat Stoke. Barnsley, Norwich, I think will be a draw.
I don't think Norwich should beat Barnsley.
No, big draw.
Fair enough.
Blackburn against Birmingham. Probably that'll be a draw. I think Brentford will win 3-0 against Bristol City. Cardiff against Rotherham. God, I think that'll be a draw. Coventry against Millwall. I think Coventry will win. Tight game, 2-1, something like that. Derby against Sheffield Wednesday. Very hard to call, but I think I can see that going being a draw.
If it is a draw, Rotherham win, Rotherham are safe. Yeah, well. I'll have a look at the comments first before we go on. Dad, read that comment out, if you can see it.
Raggett last minute winner tomorrow. No pyro, no party. Love it.
What end? What end's he scoring the last minute winner at? Anyway, Louis, score predictions for tomorrow. 2-1. 2-1. Dad, what are you saying?
I've already said 2-1.
2-1.
It might be easy.
Both going for a 2-1.
Tight game. But I think we'll sneak it 2-1.
Right, the second half of games in. Middlesbrough who take on Wickham. Nottingham Forest take on Preston. Luton travel to QPR with nothing to play for. Reading host Huddersfield with nothing to play for. Watford, they host Swansea with nothing to play for. Right, predict those games. I'm going to put them on the screen for you again. It's the bottom half there. Go on.
Right, Middlesbrough Wickham. I think Wickham will win, but not 14-0. Forest against Preston. I think Forest will win.
To be honest, I think Forest are more focused on what the Sheffield Wednesday score is.
QPR Luton. Draw. Reading against Huddersfield. I think that'll be a draw. I think Watford will probably draw against Swansea. But obviously, Swansea might win because Watford already won the championship, already come to the Premier League.
They haven't won it, they've been promoted. Norwich. You've got another text there. Thing is, though, this Sheffield Wednesday squad is far better than League One quality. If they can hold on to some of their players, Dad, do you think they'll come straight back up again? If you have a look at some of the players in their squad then, if I can find it. Right, let's have a look at some of the players in this Sheffield Wednesday squad, Dad. Are you ready? Kieran Westwood in goal. He is 36. He probably might be there next season. They do have an ex-Pompey keeper there, though, Dad. Dad?
Just take some money back.
Okay.
Who are the next?
Paul Jones. He played for Pompey when we got the playoffs in 2015-16. He made 64 appearances for Pompey, Dad. Proper Pompey fan, you, didn't you? Funniest thing is, at Sheffield Wednesday at the minute, they have 6 goalkeepers. Don't ask me why, but they do. Defenders in Werner, good defender. Tom Lees, again, he's injured but good. Odebajo, good. Dunkley, another good one. Iorfa's a good defender. A couple of them out injured, and that's probably why they're struggling a bit more. Midfielders, Barry Bannon. I know he's getting old and he's 31 now, but he's still a very good central midfielder. Massimo Luongo, 28 years old. He's worth $2 million, apparently. He's good. Adam Reach, again, 28 years of age, class left mid. Isaiah Brown, I think he's on loan. Yeah, he's on loan from Chelsea, but if they can keep him, he'll be good next season. Dylan Basharu, I'm convinced he played for Wolves at one point. Apparently he didn't. He's City, though. He must have been fairly good. And then the strikers, you've got Jordan Rhodes, 31, 7 goals this season. Not great, but could be good in League One. Elias Kachunga as well, 26 games without a goal. Next season, though. Callum Patterson again. Jack Marriott currently plays for them up front, 26 years of age. Could stay, would be good in League One. Josh Windass as well. Andre Green as well, Dad. He gave us some good memories, didn't he?
He was good for us, actually. I suppose we didn't try and keep him or buy him, but obviously that's for another day.
I think we should put Sky Sports News on as well before we just watch this game. We do have the Derby game up. Yeah, make as much noise as you want. Liability, Dad. So we will get the Sky Sports app if I can find it on here. I can. But yes, that is what's happening today. It's a very, very big game. I'm going to put the games to look out for on here, though, so you can have a look at the bottom. They're the games that are probably the most important ones. Soccer Saturday build up. There we go. And it is there. We have Soccer Saturday. Those stink. I wanted them.
I don't know.
Evidently you do. You're eating it all. I want them now, though. Well, Dad has gone and bought himself a full-on lunch.
Yeah.
And he's going to make as much noise as possible and make his breath stink, because they genuinely smell. But Derby have made their way into the pitch first. Obviously, Derby are a championship playoff side normally, aren't they? What happened, Dad, do you reckon, at Derby? They stink.
They got that Coco in. Cuckoo, whatever you want to call it.
Well, do you know, one thing I want to point out first, that playoff squad under Lampard had Fikayo Tomori, Mason Mount.
Exactly.
He has a lot of lone players in it. There's Matt Clark. The only reason I'd probably say I want the Derby to win is because of Matt Clark.
Derby win, they stay up there.
Yeah. The only way Derby could be relegated without other things is with a loss. They could still survive with a draw, but it won't be. What's the point in them walking past each other if they can't? Like, I don't get that. So they're walking past each other like they would normally, you know, when they come out and tap hands of each other, kind of go, good luck, good luck. But they're just walking past each other. They don't actually get to do anything. The 4-4-2 for the Derby, I read that wrong then. Roberts and Lawrence on the wings, Waghorn and Kazim Richards up front.
I mean, you look at their stadium as well. I mean, that's
It's like Hull, but it's probably better than Hull.
That's a Premier League ground.
I wouldn't push it that far. I wouldn't.
They were in the Premier League for a long time, weren't they?
They were also historically the worst Premier League team of all time. How many points they get? 13 this happened, wasn't it? They won like 2 games all season, if that.
Gordon Rhodes is decent to play Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, Adam Reeks as well. He scored a few bank. Callum Patterson there, Scottish international.
Decent. Windass, he's all right.
No,
Don't forget.
Kachunga's a good striker, just not scoring.
Sheffield Wednesday had 12 points deducted from them, didn't they?
So theoretically, Sheffield Wednesday would have been safe. Darren Moore has returned to the dugout now after his battle with COVID pneumonia. 2 legends of the footballing game there, pretty much. Obviously, one of them's more of a legend than the other one. But
I mean, Rooney, not a manager, is it? It's his first job. Trying to do the best he can.
I think Derby gave him it more because of what happened with Lampard. They thought they could get similar.
When he was there,
But Rooney was never a captain. I mean, he was captain, but not because of his leadership abilities. He was captain because he was the best player. I don't think he'll stay if they get relegated. Because he won't get him back up. I can't see Rooney taking Derby back up again. Just can't. Can you?
it's talk of jacket, isn't it?
To be fair though, he wouldn't be about. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if that's a minute silence or something. If it is, I will adhere to it. They're taking the knee, but that's interesting. So instead of taking the knee, so obviously Sheffield Wednesday's players took the knee. Derby's players didn't, and Derby's players walked to the sidelines and all stood in solidarity on the sideline. Why are you eating a 3-course meal in a live stream? You never fail to amaze me. Oh yes, I'm in a live stream. Yeah, let's eat a 3-course meal. Why not? I'm gonna go cook a pizza while I'm here.
I'm waiting 5 hours to suddenly.
Well, we do stop in the middle for about 25 minutes now. Did you not realise that? No, you didn't, did you? Dad thought we were going to do this one and then straight away go into the League 2 one, but we will give ourselves some time to have a bit of a breather. But this game will now get underway.
Weird what they just did, wasn't it?
It was. I thought there was a minute silence that then, but evidently not. Anyway, Derby get us underway. This isn't a Derby watch-along, so I'm not going to commentate over it because that's not the important thing. The important thing is how the whole league goes. Interestingly, they've got off late, but that's not got the scores on it. Sky Sports News are showing adverts of it, so I don't know if there's been goals or anything. I will have to put the scores on the bottom in a minute, actually. But I suppose we have to get them out, don't we? And actually make sure there hasn't been any goals. I am going to type them in now, Dad, so you're going to have to commentate over this. If anything happens, let the people know. Because I'm going to go on all of this and make sure people know if there's been goals. I do want to say as well, if you're watching Leeds versus Tottenham instead of this game, get your head checked. Because Leeds versus Tottenham is a game between two teams. Unless you're a Leeds or Tottenham fan, then it's fair enough. But if you're a neutral fan deciding to watch Leeds versus Tottenham instead of this, I'm confused. All games are 0-0, so we might as well type the 0-0 in. We'll have to take it right. Probably wondering what I'm doing if you're joining. I'm typing in the scores so I can put them on the bottom if and when goals go in. Because I have no doubt there'll be an early goal somewhere. Do that. I've got to check if I actually spelled Millwall right. Keep them entertained, Dad. Have a joke with people. Come on, guys. If you're watching this, put in the comments how you're feeling.
Champions League, good to see Man City and
yes, it is.
Chelsea in the final.
Two English clubs again.
Man United in the final in the Europa League. Clearly, obviously, the best league in the best top.
Tom Lawrence does take a free kick at it. That's a weird one. Thinks it in. The thing is, Derby know a goal would see them safe, don't they? This is funny because it says on here goal Leicester 2, Newcastle 4. That was last night. Right, I don't think anyone did they? Who's refereeing this? Is that who I think it is? Oh, is that the ref who I think it is?
Might be.
Be the ref for this game. I love the way we're watching this, and I've just looked down there and they're showing the Derby game. There's offside was why that attack ended. Mersh is commentated on it. It's always quite enjoyable. Gotta love Mersh, don't you, Dad? You'd imagine he'd be doing it on Pompey tomorrow, but whether he is or not, we don't know. But it still hasn't been any goals, which is just boring. No goals in any games.
A couple of crunching tackles running there.
That could be a yellow card already for Josh Knight. That's hilarious. Josh Knight has just flown in. To be fair to him, he won the ball. That's not a card. He flies in at Patterson.
No.
Patterson stays down. Josh Knight gets up, realises the ref is going to have a word with him, and then goes down again. Enjoyable though. Right, has there been any goals?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with him. Look at him. What?
Putting his socks up, lad. Leave him alone. He's just doing his socks. Honestly, those crisps stink.
No matches. Good to see Man United in the final. Arsenal, what is going on with that club at the moment? Absolutely dire.
Arsenal are in disarray at the minute.
No European football for the first time in 25 years.
Well, it's not guaranteed yet. Well, if they finish 7th, they'll be in Europe. They will be. Well, that's how you. Well, that only means that means they've got to catch up 4 points, and they'll be there. Can you pick them up one of this? That record for Wayne Rooney. Don't put them back in there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're on the floor. It's very boring, isn't it? When no goals go in.
Yeah. Bit early yet, mate.
Yeah. But Josh Knight has finally got up, even though he was fine.
Free kick for Wednesday.
The bin's over there.
Yeah.
It's not got a bag in it, is it? The bag's over there. I'm Muppet Man in by Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, hello. Well, that is a prime example of why they're in the relegation zone. Well, free kick, but sorry, Tommy. Wayne Rooney is doing Derby so bad he is, mate. I don't get how he's done it. It's one of those things.
Rotherham back.
0-0. Oh, Rotherham are 1-0 up.
Oh, yeah. Good goal as well.
Rotherham have taken the lead away at Cardiff. Rotherham are 1-0 up.
They're staying up.
I think so. And they know it as well. We'll have a look and see if that does see them safe. That would see them safe on goal difference ahead of Derby. For a League One fan, theoretically, Rotherham staying up would be the best option. Wouldn't it? The away games would go to Derby. Funny thing is, in League One next season, you can have Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday, Charlton, Ipswich, Derby, Portsmouth, Sunderland. It's some of the teams that could be in League One next year. They're about to say from Rooney effed it up. Yeah, well, to be honest, I think Rooney had that kind of Rooney had an impact, didn't he? He kind of came in and I think they won like 3 or 4 games out of 5 or 6. And they look like, they're safe. Lovely. And then they're not. Tommy, Dad, has done something smart here. I put my bets on Wycombe, Derby and Sheffield Wednesday getting relegated. So currently this is banging. Well, as it stands, it is happening. Just going to put a new banner up. I'm going to put it final day live. Because that way you know what it is. Whoa! His career's taken a turn for the worse. Neil Lennon is doing the Watford versus Swansea game. God. That should have been 1-0 Watford. This has potential to be a very good final day, doesn't it? Because you were saying earlier, it's going to be boring. Everyone's in the playoffs and everyone's really promoted.
That Edmondson come from Glasgow Rangers.
That's what I'm thinking. No, I think he's on loan now, though, surely.
Yeah. He is from Rangers.
Yeah, I don't know, unless it's some other Edmondson that we've never heard of before. We'll have a look. Edmondson. It is George Edmondson. He's on loan from Glasgow Rangers. Correct. Hi guys, huge game tomorrow for us. Yes, Max, massive. I'm guessing you're a Pompey fan. Yeah, massive game tomorrow, mate. I won't let anyone know that doesn't. Look at him, he's eating another bit of his meal. We will be live tomorrow for the game from about 11:15 with my nan as well, interestingly. We'll have a bigger room. We'll be stood up, we'll have some flags, we'll get some beers in. We'll go right to the final whistle with that. And then we'll quickly cut and we'll ride down to Fratton Park and we'll come and join all the fans, whether we lose, win or draw. Win or lose, out of lose. Corner for Derby here. Flicked on by Matt Clark. Oh! Waghorn has just hit the post harder than Chris Brown hits people. Oh. Jesus. So it's been flicked on by Matt Clark to the back post. Waghorn's come in to meet it and he's slammed his chest into the post. The medical team is straight onto the pitch there. That's not looking good for him. And that'll be a big miss for Derby already. He sprinted at that back post and he's flicked. He's flicked, doesn't he? He is flicked. He's hit that really hard and flicked. That's not what you want to see. So do I. Well, Martin Waghorn may not be continuing this game after he's hit that post that hard. Only 3 to 4 games are relevant today, though. Yeah, Tommy. To be fair, it's just the Rotherham one, this one, and then the Wycombe one. Really, are there any more that are important? Really, there's probably a couple, like the Swansea, like some of the ones in the playoffs to mix that around are important. the League Two stream we're doing later will probably be better because 4 teams can still get promoted, 5 teams can still get 2 playoff spots, and well, relegation's all wrapped up there anyway. But you know, promotion is still on the cards. But yeah. But Rotherham, as it stands, are staying up. Mental. Leeds are 1-0 up, by the way, hand to Tottenham. In case anyone cares.
Tottenham are awful.
Tottenham are awful, you're not wrong.
You bye Harry Kane in the summer. Jesus, that looks terrible.
It does, yeah. He's still down. He's stood up though. I didn't realise he's got up now. Yeah, Stuart Dallas with the goal. What a run he's on.
Rooney can't come on and help him out.
I'm only 14 years old, so to make one of the biggest case supporters if we get promoted in my lifetime. This could be Max if you are only 14. You know, I'm what, 16? I had to ask you then. I'm 16, 17 in a few months. But well, it's probably not the biggest for me because you know, cup final happened in my lifetime. I mean, it's happened in his life, but he won't remember that. I've had the cup final. I've seen Pompey lose in the playoffs 6 times. I've seen us win the league on the final day, which is probably the biggest one for me. I've seen probably take on Leeds before as well. But yeah, Max, I can see it. It is huge, mate. I think Waghorn is going to continue, but that one definitely hurt. You can see by the looks on some of the players' faces, they're surprised he got up.
Coventry have just scored against Millwall.
What are you doing? Turn your phone off. Yeah, Waghorn will probably continue there. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Huddersfield have also taken the lead. Coventry hadn't scored. Evidently not. I will update those scores. I will read your comments in a second, guys. I just want to update scores so that I don't miss any. Obviously, that Reading game now has nothing on it. Like that was a playoff race. Waghorn has come sprinting back on the pitch, so he'll be fine. I missed that. Doesn't matter. Coventry have now scored. I think they probably hit the post or something, and you're thinking they'd already scored. All that. So Coventry are 1-0 up at home. Jordan Shipley, the man that sent them into League One. That goal. Scored the winner. Well, scored 2 goals at Wembley in the playoff final. Wickham are 1-0 up.
13 to go.
Precisely. Let's have a look at this goal then. Right, he comes full. Oh, what pass! Where's the keeper? The keeper's gone for. I think this is rigged. I think they're rigging this, and it is going to end like 15-0. As it stands, Wickham aren't bottom of the league. They're not. They're above Sheffield Wednesday. Fred, on your dinner. You need it. You're better think.
I had a nice 3-course meal tonight, don't you?
No. Forest have gone 1-0 up as well. I think the Derby have probably been the better side in this game so far, haven't they? I mean, there has been about 5 minutes of it that's not actually been played because of an injury. But yeah, as it stands, Sheffield Wednesday bottom, Derby and Wickham will go down with them. Wickham a point off safety. What game was there been a goal in? Forest. They've gone 1-0 up at home to Preston. What's going on there? Oh! What's that? Watch the Huddersfield goal there. That's just a screamer. If they show that again, what? If they don't, you've missed out on that. But that is an absolute standout. Is it a free kick right footed from outside the box? Smashed it top right. Such send the fans over there tomorrow though. Max, it will be. A lot of people are going down anyway though, I think, so that'll make it a bit alright. I watched Bristol City beat Man United a couple of years ago. Fair enough, mate. And Tommy says 12 goals to go. 13, mate. They need a 14-0 win because they also rely on Sheffield Wednesday with it. What is going on? Nottingham Forest have scored an absolute screamer as well. They're not actually a replay that you've missed it. You need to be watching this. Every time you see green on that screen, look at it.
I'll tell you what, the weather up north looks grim, I'll tell you. It's chucking it down everywhere.
Right down here, is it? Look at it. Yeah. Probably looks better on the stream, actually. Sheffield Wednesday do have a corner. That is a good ground, though, isn't it? Derby.
It is, yeah. I think it's about 33,000.
Do you know what? If Pompey were already promoted, I'd be saying I want Rotherham to stay. I want Sheffield Wednesday to stay up. Because I don't know who I want to stay up. Because Sheffield Wednesday is a class away game. Because Sheffield is a class place, and Hillsborough is a class stadium. But if we're in League One next season, I want Sheffield Wednesday and Derby coming down. Well, we hope so. But you know what I mean. Theoretically, that's. Reading have already equalised through possibly the best youngster in the Championship, Dad. Michael Elise. Do you even know who that is?
No.
Exactly. He's 18 years old, Dad, this season. But Wednesday with an awful pass that's easily seen through. Michael Elise, then, Dad. We'll have a little look at him because it's not all focused on the relegation battle for us, is it?
I'll tell you what.
Oh, there as well.
The standard of football in this Derby Sheffield Wednesday game is atrocious.
I mean, they are in the bottom four.
You can see why they're near the bottom, both of
them. Anyway, this Michael Elise, then, he's got a penalty, but this season he's played 43 games in central attacking midfield, involved in 18 goals. He's 19. What a player.
Reading came close, didn't they?
Well, they ran it to the past 3 games, didn't they? And they lost, and eventually it went out of their hands and stayed that way. Callum Patterson's a funny man, isn't he? The Rams. You need to watch this when it happens, yeah?
I'm watching this game.
Yeah, but when you see green on here, it's showing you goals. And stop trying to tickle me. But there's goals that it shows you on here when it goes green. I will function. Oh, I need to stretch my leg. QPR 1-0 up. In another game that no one cares about other than their fans. That's the thing, isn't it? Normally, you could have like teams like that that's just trying to outside chances in playoffs, and that's why I hate it when teams get promoted before the final day. Anything happening had to check the Bristol game. Not in the Derby game anyway. I mean, Rotherham are 1-0 up until Wickham. Rotherham is safe as it stands. But equally, if either of these two, well, as it stands, Sheffield Wednesday are relegated. Because Sheffield Wednesday will be relegated even if they win. Because Rotherham, superior goal difference. Or they've got more points. They've got more points, I think, haven't they? Showing it though, at what the table would look like
if they had their 12 points.
If they had their 12 points. Because that was unfair as well. They should have been taken away last year. But if they still had their 12 points, they'd be comfortably sat in 18th right now. Safe, no danger. So theoretically, Sheffield Wednesday have been better all season than Derby, Rotherham, Huddersfield, Bristol City, Birmingham, and Wickham. Haven't they? Theoretically. You didn't pick up our first weeks down there, look. How has he missed that? Rotherham missing a golden opportunity to go through like that. I've seen better League One football than this. I mean, I can see why there's a championship game, but barely. Birmingham 1-0 up.
Yeah, Lee Bowyer's done a good job there since he's gone there, hasn't he?
He has. Well, they were relegation candidates till he went there as well, weren't they? Pedersen with the goal there, Dad. There was a Pedersen that used to play for Blackburn, wasn't there? That's the Paul.
Gouch Morton Pedersen.
Him. He did that stupid dive against Arsenal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kemar Rouge. Rouge. This is a very boring game of football at the moment. Nothing really happening. That sums up the game so far. One but Derby strikers had a shot on. Is it the other one? Derby look the better side, but they're not good by any means. Bad challenge there by Barry Bannon, not given. That one is given though. Turn your phone off or it'll die.
Barry Bannon.
That's a foul as well. That's a dive. It's been a very dirty game so far, isn't it, Dad? This one, anyway. Derby versus Sheffield Wednesday.
Niggly,
yeah. Tottenham have equalised. Any guesses who scored? No.
Oh.
Yes. He's going to shoot there, isn't it? He does, and it's just shocking.
That is awful, wasn't it?
Yeah. That put Tottenham 6th. Interestingly, with a win, West Ham could go within 2 points of Leicester. Do you reckon West Ham can get Champions League then? And just to reiterate the statement quickly, I do have something on here. I don't know if you can actually, but right, that football is for the fans. I bought one of these, £13 off the terrace. Class idea. This is shocking. Touch. If anyone else is watching this, please honestly let me know what you're thinking of this, because I genuinely think these two teams wouldn't even fare well in League One. Look!
Awful.
There's a centre back at left wing. I mean, he's won a corner, but. Barnsley 1-0 up against Norwich. Any guesses for who scored that? Nope.
Chapman.
Woodrow. Scored against Pompey from almost the halfway line. What game are you watching? We're watching the Derby Sheffield Wednesday one, but we're keeping an eye on all of the Championship ones, because obviously that is what this live stream is. But this one's on Sky Sports, so we thought we'd put that on. So if I can show you, so the game's on the big screen, so I can't show you that. But we currently have Sky Sports News up here with the Derby get corner. Oh, hello! It's another corner. So we have that on there to keep up with all the scores and see what the goals are like from the other games. And then this one is on because I'm actually interested in this game.
Sheffield Wednesday could go down even if they win.
Currently, no matter what happens, they're relegated. Because they're now 4 points behind. No, they're 3 points now with this point behind Rotherham. Corner whipped in then. Over everyone. No, won by Matt Clark, I think. Legend at Pompey, yeah, isn't he? What do you reckon? Oh, hello. Tom Lawrence just run through about 15 players and then lost it. And Barry Bannon's run through. Bit weird, don't know why he did that. He ran through 2 players and just booted it back to his keeper. Anyway, let's have a look. Any guesses? Norwich have already equalised. Any guesses who scored?
Okay.
No. Emiliano Buendia.
I could be injured actually.
Did he? Oh, I didn't know that. I do now. Right, any more goals gone in? Reading, they're 2-1 up, and Blackburn have equalised. Lovely league this, but it doesn't annoy me. I've got to type in all these scores. Where's the Reading game? That's not on this one. because obviously there's so many games on. I've got to put them on 2 separate things. Where's Reading? There they are. Reading coming from 1 goal down. Now lead 2 goals to 1. We'll put them along the bottom now. Right. About the Leeds game, Irish guy from HTC Sport has to get back. Yeah, I've seen that. I love our HTC Sport. It's funny. So if Leeds finish, I thought it was about Bamford scoring goals, but Leeds finished in the top 10. And that's quality. I don't know if you know this. There's a guy on YouTube that's Irish, and he said Patrick Bamford won't do well. Leeds will finish bottom half. He said if Leeds finish in the top 10, I'll get Patrick Bamford tattooed on me. And currently, Leeds are 11th. Yeah, Leeds. Do you know what? Leeds are a very nice team to watch. High pressure football. They take risks and they're enjoyable. That's what Leeds. Okay, it doesn't sometimes work, but Bielsa's football is class. He's a good manager, but he kept Guardiola's idol, isn't he? He's management anyway. Got a stadium named after him. But you didn't know that? Did you? The Irish guy is a legend, he is. Well then, Dad, you want to see Buendia's goal? Look at the screen. Oh, simple. Whipped in from the right, headed by Buendia, bottom corner. You know what? I think they could stay up next season. I think they could stay up next season. They're very much a yo-yo side, but they hold on to people like Buendia and Cantwell, they'll be fine. And Max Aarons and all those kind of. If they hold on to them, they'll be all right. If they don't, they'll be screwed. But Tommy won in Argentina. Yeah, I think it's like Young Boys or something. Like Young Boys, obviously a Swedish club. I'll have a look. I think it's Newell's Old Boys. I think it is.
Yeah.
Estadio Marcelo Bielsa is Newell's Old Boys multi-use stadium in Rosario, Argentina. Newell's Old Boys, that's who plays it. That's who Messi played for, isn't it? Mm-hmm. When Messi started his career, Newell's Old Boys. Rosario. Is that where he was dubbed to be too small? Tommy Bird Swiss Club, yeah, that's who Young Boys are. But I knew it was something boys, I just can't remember. It's Newell's Old Boys. He's named after. Hello?
Yes, I think. That's where Messi's from. Rosario.
Sorry, I did just tell you that. But well, don't need to read the news, watch the football. Oh, what a goal! There we go. I knew I'd be able to trick it. Dad, you oh, hello! Waghorn's in down the left. It is offside, though. Mm. It's the first real chance, and he's offside. Cheers for that one, Michael. You've ruined my day. Cardiff have evidently got nothing to play for, because Rotherham are battering them. Mm. What a save. Rotherham had the chance to just kick it out for a throw in there, and they put it out for a corner instead. Has there been any more goals? Goal! Spinning around, get out of my way. Got this song stuck in my head. Right then. Talk to people that ask questions. Entertain. I don't know. Entertain.
So I find it hard because it's not Pompey, so I'm just. This is actually the game we're watching, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday. Well,
it's evidently a relegation battle.
Sunday league football at best, this is.
That'd be shocking. Corner at least. It is. Pompey versus Accrington away was my job, and this one was 4-1. That's not saying we've got Accrington tomorrow. What happened last week, Accrington, on the final day then? Lost 1-0, finished 4th. We're 7 points clear of the title. Finished 4th. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday have got a corner. Any money this doesn't come to anything, it's whipped in left footed and Waghorn heads it away. And it's come to nothing.
Apart from Waghorn running into the post and then heading it in.
That's been the most enjoyable point of this game.
That's been the only real chance.
It wasn't really enjoyable. It was just
It's been
something that happened. Pretty dire. While I'm here, I'm just going to type in all the games for the League Two because I forgot to do that. This is going to end 0-0.
You can bet it'll be like 5 or 6 minutes added time at the end of this as well.
You know, I reckon it'll be more. I could read. Like, this game is dire, and that league at the moment is dire. Nothing's happened for nearly 10 minutes.
Very slow start this game. The referee keeps.
Yeah, but I think he's got to. Mike Dean is a funny ref, but I think he's got to, hasn't he? Because otherwise it's going to get out of hand. They just start kicking each other. Be like, oh, well, shouldn't say bang, you ain't got one anymore. It's very scrappy, but it's going to be, Dad. It's not like a title race where you're going to get teams trying to outplay each other. They're trying to outmaster each other, just trying to batter each other. They might be playing each other next season. He looks weird, doesn't he? Barry Banner. Go on, Yaku Meite's goal then. Whipped in, deep, header. Oh, hello. What a header. Good goal for Yaku Meite for Reading there. I don't even know if you watched that. Spinning around, get out of my way.
Mike's trying to sing.
I am singing, I'm not trying to. What are you doing? Got to be one of the most boring first 33 minutes I've ever seen of football. Patterson to Bannon. Bannon left footed. Good ball, but once again headed away for a corner.
Technically, Derby at the start of it were probably in the best position. If they win, they stay up no matter what anyone else does, right?
Yeah. But now they're not because. Hold on a minute. Did you hear that? There's an ice cream van on the road.
Open up,
Funny, Wickham are 2-0 up. They're a seventh of the way there. Have a look at this goal there. I think Wickham have admitted the fact they're down, haven't they? Let's be honest. Good hold up play. Shocking goal. Imagine conceding that. Going through all the League Two games so we can actually prep for that before I end up missing it all. Of course, we are going to take a short break in between the two. But Gareth McCleary has got that goal for Wickham. Stoke are 1-0 up away at Bournemouth. Could Wickham do it, Dad? What would you do if Wickham won like 13-0? Imagine the scenes if that actually happened. Dad. No, but imagine the scenes. They won 13-0 and that sent them down on goal difference. So they got 13 but not 14. Oh, what a goal. You need to stop looking at your phone and watch this because that's the whole point of this. What are you sniffing me for? You're not a dog. Stop it. Gareth McCleary with the goal there. Put the games back up in a minute. What am I doing here? I'm looking. There it is. Boom. Thought that was a goal then. Spoiler alert, it's not. Pretty much enjoyable that. Lewis says, alright mate, how's you? I'm good mate. How are you? How are you? God, how are you?
Oh, all right, mate. Yeah.
How are you finding this?
No.
Not surprised.
Watching paint dry. Amazing though. Derby were in the playoffs final 2 years ago, but like you say, they had players like Mason Mount on loan.
Yeah.
This is the team's a shadow of that. This is.
It is.
Ain't good enough.
Evidently not.
We've lost the last 6, haven't they?
What happened already? That's what he's got. Colin Kazim Richards is his name. Turkish. Do you reckon he's just Turkish because he knows he might actually get picked with him?
That look Turkish to me.
It's like, what's his name? What's his name? Can't remember now. Oh, for the Jamaica squad are pretty much born in England and bred in England by 2 English parents, aren't they? But they've got like a Jamaican great aunt's goldfish's brother.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm Jamaican now. I'll play for them instead. I'm not good enough for England, so yeah, I'll play for Jamaica. That works. I'm not wrong though, am I? Jamal Lowe played for Jamaica, and he's got no Jamaican family. Probably got like a great granddad's mum that lives over there.
I
Or
don't know
something.
that for a fact, but
Both his parents are English. They're both his company.
good pass.
No, I'm not doubting the fact. Fair play to him for getting in the Jamaica squad anyway.
It's a good goal.
He did, yeah.
Okay.
Hit that. No, oh no. Oh,
Derby scored.
it's allowed.
Is it?
It's
Oh,
live. Derby County did have the ball in the back of the net, but it didn't count now. Rooney was going mental then, and then realised it didn't count. Funniest thing about that is the Sheffield Wednesday player tried to handball that off the line.
he's got a shot on target.
Was he offside? Oh yeah, he's miles offside. Deflected shot, left footed from the edge of the box, saved and then tapped in. Handballed as well by a Sheffield Wednesday player, but it won't count anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. I am just typing in games for later streams. Right, there's one though. Can't really comment. Sorry guys, I am currently planning for the other stream as well. Not too bad, most the games aren't the best today. Thought it would be better, then just shows League One is better. Who do you want to see stay up today? Oh, let me talk about this because I think I said this earlier, Luke, but normally if you're in League One, you're kind of looking at like if Pompey was say 8th
I wouldn't
and
want
had no shot of getting promoted, I'd say yes, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby, getting both down.
I wouldn't want them at all.
No, it's funny away days though. It's funny, isn't
If
it?
you've got any aspirations of going up next year, you don't want 2 big teams in the league.
You don't. But if you're in aspiration of going to away games next year, then you do want Derby and Sheffield Wednesday. That's Rotherham beat us last year. I know we beat them, but they beat us in the other game.
I'm staying positive. We're going up. We're going to win tomorrow. We're going to win the
We're going
playoff.
to win our next 4 games.
Maybe at the Cowleys, at the Championship.
Yeah, no, this is boring as well. We're watching Derby's game. They did score, but it was offside. But yeah, Austin Derby in big trouble. As I said, they scored. It was rightfully offside though.
Miles offside.
They have been the better team. I mean, neither side's been very good. It's shocking. But they've been the better one of the two. Which isn't hard. Kicking the ball forwards helps with that, and that's what Derby are doing. Sheffield Wednesday, no, even at the minute, well, they won't know this, but even at the minute, the win won't see them safe.
I think they were the ones that were always, if you look at what they had to do, take Wickham out of the equation, it was always going to be very hard for Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't the case of them winning, it was the case of them winning and Rotherham failing to.
Yeah.
I think it's helped both of these two teams that they're playing each other.
You look
Because if Sheffield Wednesday had anyone else, it'd be harder, wouldn't it? You know, if they had a team, say, like Norwich or someone.
I think you got, for me, I think Sheffield Wednesday. Derby got to find.
Yeah, but they were 12 points taken off of them. I think their fans expected it, didn't they?
Derby got to find a goal from somewhere. I don't know what they've got on the bench, but
Not much.
apart from that, I mean, yeah, like when the guy fell into the post,
The other thing is
they did just have a shot on goal from outside the box that was rebounded and he put it in the net, but he was offside. But the actual shot was decent.
He forced a save. That's the main thing, isn't it?
But this is all very cagey and minutes gone. There's going to be about 5 or 6, as I said before, about 5 or 6 more carries on there. These are
for the injuries at least.
This is the last 10 minutes possession.
Leeds are 2-1 up. Paddy Bamford.
Oh.
What a striker. I was watching it and generally was falling asleep. I can't see Wickham stand up. I always see Williams as a yo-yo team. They always go up and then come down. Yeah. Thing is, though, they're always in a relegation battle, aren't they? Should we have a look at last time they were in the Championship? Well, obviously, last time they got relegated. But we'll have a look at the last time before that. You heard that now, haven't you? There's a nice ring band. There's 2 of them.
Would you like a 99, Blake?
No, right, thanks. Barnsley, they lead 2-1 at home to Norwich. Have a guess who scored then?
It's not Chaplin.
It is Chaplin.
Oh, he started.
Chaplin.
Chaplin.
With the second goal. He's also been booked. But he did score.
He's been coming off the bench. He hasn't
started today, though. Whether or not that's because... Hello. Deflected and out for a corner, surely. No, he started today. I think they might... I think it's a bit of a changed side. Moon is playing, he doesn't play. Carlton Morris is playing.
The second half of the season, Chapman's mainly been...
Ramal Palmer's playing.
He's mainly been on the bench, hasn't he? He's probably resting players, isn't he?
Well, Bradley Collins is in goal. He's only played 21 games all season. Collins. 33 he's played.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He started the last one. Played the first half and got brought off. But yeah, Norwich have got to change so as well. Vrancic is in, Hugel's in, McLean's in, Tetty's in, Giannoulis is in, Onama. Go on, good luck. Pronounce that name. Just the second half. I'll show it to the camera.
Baladidi.
Omo Baladidi, Dad says. This is who we're talking about, if you can see that.
That's the tongue.
Well, it is spelled Omobamidale. So, Omar Bamidele. Omar Bamidele, he's playing today. Stoke is half time. Coventry have gone 2-0 up at Millwall, and there again, half time as well. But anyway, we'll update that in a minute. But what we want to look at, great defender there, is where they finished last time. So 2018-19, where did Rotherham finish? 21st, relegated. 2017-18 then, where did they finish? They didn't, because they were in League One. 2016-17, where did they finish? Because they must have been relegated again. They were, bottom. 2015-16. 21st. 2014-15. 21st. 2013-14. Any guesses? Well, in the league. They haven't actually stayed in the Championship for a season yet. There's like 2 seasons. They haven't stayed there. Blackburn 2-1 up at Birmingham. Birmingham did have the lead in that game. That's a big thing this season. Can you see Barnsley going up? I'd love to see them go up, but it was different. Would be different, but going to be tough. Dad, do you think they can go up, Barnsley?
I think, as I said before, I think Brentford with Ivan Toney up front, banging in the goals. I mean, unless he won't. Ivan Toney, you heard this here first. If Brentford don't go up, the Premier League club will sign him.
Who?
Things like Newcastle. He's class.
See Newcastle.
Absolute class.
This is Coventry's last game at the St Andrews Stadium, Dad.
They're
back at the Rico next season.
Oh.
Yeah. They've agreed a deal.
Hopefully with some fans in.
Hopefully. That's what they'll be hoping for at least, isn't it? Oh, what fun it is to see a game that stays 0-0 all day. Yo, jingle bells. This is so boring. Just going to update some games now.
Like Top Gun, Jungle Animals. Looks like you, Blake. A monkey.
Show the camera.
This is Blake's self-portrait. A monkey.
Annoying human being. Why is there just a random 0-0 there? Blackburn 0, Birmingham 0, Bristol City 0, Brentford 0. Wait, what's going on here? There's just a random 0-0 shut there. Cardiff 0, Rotherham.
This is like watching football at King George Playfield.
If anyone doesn't know that, it's like just a park in Pompey.
Yeah.
Very much. You enjoying them, are you there? QPR 0-1 with Luton. I just want to update these scores as we go towards 5 minutes exactly added on, Dad. What did you predict it to be? 12 minutes. Well done. Right. Back again. Lewis, so at the moment, what are the games for the playoffs? So as it stands, Lou, as you've asked, I'll have a look. I've just clicked on a game by accident. As it stands, it'll be Brentford who take on Bournemouth and Swansea versus Barnsley. So theoretically, Swansea versus Brentford in the final.
Swansea fallen off a bit lately, haven't they?
A bit. So we'll have a look at their recent games, Dad.
Yeah, they've been great, haven't they?
Right, in their their form, we'll go 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So their form, are you ready? Lost, 1, drew, lost, drew, 1.
Conference gone too low.
I know, that's already on my screen. Yes.
Yes, they've fallen off a bit, haven't they?
Well, they were what? Second at one point, weren't they? They were
now challenging to get in
the Premier League, automatically. About time he got booked. Oh, what fun it is to see an Emilio game again. Whee! He's in the shoot here, isn't he? Martin Waghorn.
I reckon it's going to go.
On the point, it's going to go there. Okay? Where it says Sky Bet.
That'd be awful.
Well, that hit the shins of the people in the wall.
You think it's playing rugby?
Keeper's spilt it, and Matt Clark has watched it go past it. What is he doing there? Tom Lawrence has forgotten that he's playing football, and he's just run past the ball and straight into the Sheffield Wednesday defender. Can you play rugby on Derby's pitch? You can't on Rotherham's, can't you? You can play rugby there, can you? They do play rugby.
It's New York Stadium.
Sponsorship. It's the Asil New York Stadium. I'm guessing the company is called Asil New York. Shall we? I'm guessing you actually want me to find out.
Oh, somebody's have a chance in this game, I mean. You know.
Asil is the sponsorship, but why is it called the New York Stadium? Yes, we're in Rotherham, but we'll compare ourselves to New York because we feel bad about where we live. Isn't the city with the most grooming gangs in England or something, isn't it?
What a fact that is, blood.
No, it genuinely is. I found that out the other day. Oh! 1-0!
1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday. Fair play.
Doesn't sound up for the book.
What a shocking goal that was. But they're 1-0 up. As it stands, Derby are down. Derby need 2 goals to stay up. Matt Clark mistake, I think. Could we see Matt Clark back at Fratton Park next season? No, because he won't go back there.
No.
Right. There's a corner. No, it's not. It's a long throw by Patterson, which is not headed clear. He's onside, headed into the keeper, and then I think number 6, Hutchinson or something, wins the ball ahead of Matt Clark. Good save by the keeper. And nicks in. It's not an own goal. It's not an own goal.
Watch.
No, it's not. I refuse to believe. And look.
Watch.
He kicked it.
That's Matt Clark.
He kicked it.
Watch it again.
Yeah, I'm watching it again. Look, ready? I mean, he's offside. He is offside now. We're watching it back.
That's not right.
Kick that. Yeah, it is 1-0 Sheffield Wednesday, Austin. You're not wrong. We're watching it now.
Yeah, that was offside.
That is Derby in the mud.
That was offside.
It was offside.
That was VAR in the Premier League.
Well, yeah, but we don't have VAR, do we? As it stands, Sheffield Wednesday are relegated anyway, but they won't know that. Lewis, Brentford vs Bournemouth will be a good game and we'll have a few goals. And Swansea versus Barnsley, well, with the form Swansea on Barnsley got a very good chance. Indeed, they have, mate. So Sheffield Wednesday will still be relegated as it stands, but if Rotherham concede, Sheffield Wednesday will be safe. Now, this is what we were asking for. Something to actually happen. This is against the run of play as well. Derby been the better team.
I don't think any team's a better team.
Well, they've been a better one, though. Well, 63% possession in Sheffield Wednesday's favour, but 8 goal attempts to...
Goal attempts what? Hitting the corner flag? I haven't seen that.
Goal or free kicks and stuff count, don't they? So, I know they may have hit the wall, but they're attempts. Into the 50th minute now, or 45. Free kick on the edge of the box, but any money this goes 1-1 now.
Never that Waghorn taken.
That's so gutting when they're going to be relegated. But then with the point deduction, it was always going to be hard for them. Yeah, mate, definitely. It was never going to be. They knew that. But Rotherham, they're 45 minutes away from safety. But we all know what Rotherham do. Rotherham will end up messing it up somehow, won't they? What's he doing there?
I think Rotherham, in a way, are lucky that they're playing a team that's got nothing to play for.
Cardiff are a good side, though.
Yeah,
Cardiff hit the post. I mean, Cardiff don't care because we saw a couple of chances, didn't we? Cardiff aren't bothered, but they conceded and went, "Oh, fair enough." It's such a good position for Derby for this free kick. Tom Lawrence should be over this, but I think they're giving it to Waghorn again. So another wall hit there. I reckon he's in at the bar. I reckon he'll hit the bar, Dad. I reckon he will. He's going to rattle the crossbar. And this will most likely be the end of the half when this is taken. Looking at the other scores now, there's nothing really mental happening that we haven't already seen. This is going to hit something metal, the woodwork. I always wondered that. Why is it still called woodwork? Surely it should be metal work now. No, metal, isn't it? Not wood. Anyway, it is pouring down with rain there as Waghorn strikes it. Good free kick. I mean, the keeper's jumped into the net. I don't know why. Not far off. I don't know why they're showing the left back, but they're showing the goal again. I mean, he is offside, but what can you do about it? It's happened now, isn't it? The League 2 final will be class. 3 teams get promoted, going to be a good one. Yeah, Lou, that will be, mate. The funniest thing about League 2 is 3 teams can still get 2 promotion spots. 3 teams can mathematically still win the league. 5 teams can get the 2 final playoff spots, or the 3 final playoff spots. But other than that, relegation's done anyway. But we'll talk about that as well. Half time here then. It is 1-0 Sheffield Wednesday. Dad, thoughts on the first half of the league, not just this game?
This game's been absolutely atrocious.
I said the league, not just this game, and then you started off with this game's been.
As it stands, Rotherham staying up. I think there can be more twists and turns. Derby need to make some substitutions and fast because this lot ain't at it. I don't know what sort of quality they got on the bench, but this is pretty. Tactically, they're inept, awful.
Sorry. Before you put this, Pompey's changing room at the minute. If you're a Pompey fan, this will mean a lot to you. They have got that up in the changing room. Dad? McLaughlin, number 4. Before the Pompey game tomorrow, we personally will have a minute's applause for McLaughlin on the stream. We won't do a silence because, knowing us something to happen, that's going to come on with volume, Dad. Because, we'll be silent when you hear an ambulance go off or something. So we'll do a minute's applause for Macca because he was a true legend of the game. But we'll move on. I don't want to be on a negative note. Rate the Derby game out of 10.
0.
1 because he's been a goal. Actually 2 because Waghorn nearly died as well. Lewis, Paul, what do you reckon out of 10? We'll change it for the league out of 10.
The league
so far. So the game's going on.
Well, nothing don't even matter. There's only the bottom that matters, isn't it? So they're all freebie games for a lot of these teams. They've got nothing to play for, so it's like having to kick about in the park with your mates and then wait to go on the beach.
I mean, League 2 would probably be better, wouldn't it?
Well, it's not because there's only this the bottom. So I'm very impressed watching. Go to the toilet, mate.
You're going for a cigarette, is what you mean?
I'll go for a cigarette, yeah.
Exactly.
That up as well, quickly, is that right? Oh, Blues.
Championship. Anyway, I'm going to come to the middle here, so don't look stupid. Do you like my shirt, guys? Earn it. With football for the fans on the back. Football United against the Super League and 1. That's the main thing. We'll put the scores on the doors on the bottom along here now. Well, Bournemouth 0, Stoke City 1, Barnsley 2, Norwich 1. Big win for Barnsley there. Blackburn 2-1 against Birmingham. Nothing game there. Bristol City 0, Brentford 0. Once again, nothing matters in that game. Cardiff 0, Rotherham 1. Rotherham safe as it stands. And Coventry 2, Millwall 0. We'll leave them on screen now. The other half will come up in a minute. And we'll go into the other ones once it's been through again. With Derby, who losing at the moment to Sheffield Wednesday, 1-0. Wycombe have a 2-goal lead away at Middlesbrough, but that doesn't see them safe. Forest, they're winning 1-0 at home to Preston. QPR are 1-1 with Luton Town. Reading are 2-1 up against Huddersfield after being a goal down. And Watford are 0-0 with playoff hopefuls. Swansea were a playoff team in Swansea. We'll swap back over to that one again. Make sure you're back for the second half. Got Dorf's back now. Hey, Dad's getting mugged off by a door. First, isn't it? Don't. Let's leave it like that. Yeah. Might get the captain in a minute. They'll give a good stream thing. We'll put the other scores on the doors in. How is everyone feeling today? How are we all? We're feeling good. We're feeling bad. We're feeling down. We're feeling happy. How are we? Hello, Blake. Good luck for tomorrow. What a journey this season for all English leagues. Evan, it has been, mate. Been mental. You guys are already in the playoffs. But I just hope and I pray we don't have to play you. I hope. But I'd rather play you than Blackpool. I will say that. Because I don't want Blackpool to beat us. I think Blackpool will beat anyone. But we need to win first. Simple as that. If we lose, I'll be fuming. I'll be so in pain. Because that'll be company season done, man. Watching the goal back now, it was offside for Sheffield Wednesday, but it counts. Just in a tweet from Ryan Stillwell, a good man. The fact that Wycombe didn't actually make the playoffs last season and then made to the final day of this season without being relegated absolutely proves that Pompey would be capable of staying up if they were to get there. Definitely. Derby will be going down as it stands. Mental. Mental. Derby, when they've conceded first this season, haven't actually won one game. They've drawn 2 and lost 21 out of 23 games they've been behind first. That's not a good stat. If you're a Derby fan right now, you're thinking, oh dear. Oh dear. Derby will most likely be playing League One football in the 2021-22 season. And they can't say they haven't deserved to be playing League One football next season. Mental. What a final day this could be, though. Has potential. Anyway. What a weekend this could be overall, anyway. I love it when Dad walks out of me at half time. I don't know what to talk about. Normally I could just interview him. Sorry for the noise. I've been the whispers. Ooh. So Sheffield Wednesday, without any form of point deduction, even if they only had 1 point of those 12 taken off, they'd be saying up. They would be in the Championship next season. If they'd have had them, Sheffield Wednesday would currently be sat 16th with those 12 points. Same place as Nottingham Forest. That shows how much a points deduction can screw over a team. Just look at Wigan. Dad should be back in a minute. But guys, let me know what you're thinking of this Championship final day so far. It's got the potential to be a good one. It has been so far, but hopefully more to come. Hold on a minute. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't take your mask off. Don't touch anything. Just sit down here quickly. Everyone, he's got his mask on inside out. How have you physically put your mask on back to front? I can't believe you've done that. Your mask is on back to front. A mask that is quite obvious what way around you put it.
So we're about to watch.
Anyway, Evan said, "Hello, Blake. Good luck for tomorrow. What a journey this season been for all English leagues. Do you agree with him? In terms of it being a journey?"
Well, it certainly is a Pompey, a massive journey.
He says for all English leagues.
Yeah,
I
think Pompey have been pretty inconsistent all season. I think we changed the manager far too late. I think we've got the right people going moving forward, whether that's in League One or the Championship next year. But in terms of Portsmouth, I think we need a massive clear out at the end of the season because I think a lot of the players, for me, ain't good enough. But I'm hoping that we win tomorrow, and then me and Blake will be going to some far-flung part of the country to watch the playoffs for definite.
We know?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I just want to say something quickly.
Yeah.
Looking at your LinkedIn here,
yeah.
You don't. That's not you anymore. It says you work at Whitbread. What's you done?
Blake.
Lying it for you, otherwise you're lying. Nothing, because nothing.
The whispers. Well, see in the second half if Derby can come back and do something because it's pretty dire so far. I think Rotherham obviously have got at the moment they're in the pole position, aren't they? They're playing Cardiff, you've got nothing to play for.
You get on chains and you have to be
yeah, right, well.
Stop doing this. Get it in a minute. Other games have kicked off. Birmingham are 2-1. No, I didn't even realise because obviously this game's behind, so I was waiting for the second half. And Birmingham have equalised.
Minions on the TV.
It's called an advert, Dan. Yeah. And they'll probably do a better job than Derby have done today. But
what's that guy called?
Grew. Evan, if Sunderland don't go up, I'll get violated at school. What? Do you not go to school in Sunderland then? If Pompey don't go up, I'll probably get what's it called? Sympathy.
Give yourself some sort of
Steve Sedham. What a ball! I can get a video of that. Jesus.
You play for
Birmingham.
I thought he was out. Oh, they brought him back up playing, did they?
He didn't go out on land this year. However, his contract is up in the summer. Yeah. Trying to find if I can find a video of that goal to show Dad. Lukas Jutkovic.
Where's all my cans are, but
touched anything? I don't know. What, the one that's up there? You pulled 2 out. Did you bring 2? There's 2 up there. Yeah, I live in Sunderland and go to school in Sunderland. How come you get violated then? Do your friends not support Sunderland? They support like Newcastle? They support Newcastle or Middlesbrough Hartlepool or something. Because in Pompey, you support Pompey or you get taken away. I think people that support Pompey, if you lose 8-0, get less taken out of them than people that support they support Man United. I don't wanna ride DJ, but you're making me feel so. It's not full yet though, is it? There's a couple of Newcastle fans at my school. Well, fair enough, mate. Stoke 2-0 away at Bournemouth. I don't think Bournemouth will go up there.
Pretty resting all their best players.
Have a look in a sec.
Yeah.
Unless you better me. Fiver?
You take all my money anyway.
I know that. Fiver?
I bet they've got a second team now.
Find out. They have not.
Yeah.
Solanke starts up front.
Yeah.
Danjuma and Brooks on the wings. Billing, Lerma and Pearson in midfield. Smith, Carter Vickers, Cook and Kelly with Begovic in goal, their first team. And interestingly, the right back and the centre back for Stoke have scored. No sign of Harry Suter. Not injured either, he's just not playing. Do you know what's very funny about this though?
Look, they give him a throw in. The throw in that they scored the goal from, Sheffield Wednesday, shouldn't have been a throw in because the ball didn't even hit him.
So there's 2 things wrong with that goal then.
Yeah, so
he shouldn't have counted because of offside and it wasn't a throw in.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Imagine Derby go down to that.
That wasn't a.
Do you know what's interesting there?
Who's the assistant coach there?
It might just be a player dead. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So Joseph Bursick, that was on Peterborough, keeper, he's not playing for them tomorrow. Do you know why? It's at Stoke on the bench today. Well, Derby's assistant coach. Another comment. No Middlesbrough fans at my school that I'm aware of. Fair enough. Didn't know. That's just close, isn't it? It's not. Well, Middlesbrough's. How far away Middlesbrough from Sunderland? Can't be that far, can it? About 15 miles, surely. If
Newcastle's nearer.
That is Liam Rosignol. Rosignol?
Yeah.
Liam Rosignol. He was specialist first team coach and was promoted to assistant manager when Rooney took over. He was son of Leroy Rosignol. Represented Bristol City, Fulham, Torquay United, Reading, Ipswich, Hull and Brighton before retiring.
It's 29.2 miles from Sunderland to Middlesbrough.
Not too much though, is it? That's Rosignol.
Shay Given, isn't it?
It's Shay Given. He's an Ireland legend, he is. And it's live.
Moore just pulled a goal back against Coventry.
Good for them. Not the funniest thing about that is. No one cares. Are they only just coming out? They're late, aren't they?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
That's longer than 5 minutes we've been waiting for them.
The Rams can actually play some football in this half.
I bet you any money they don't.
Pass that round on the phone.
Closest we've been on a train to a ground. What do you reckon the closest train line is to a ground in England? Millwall's is close. enough.
The Emirates really close.
There's got to be one somewhere where the train goes under it. Boca Juniors. Train line runs under that ground.
Oh, we haven't been there, mate.
I know that. They're in set foot in South America, so that's hard enough to get there, let alone thingy.
Mm.
I mean, I probably wouldn't go there either because they don't really tend to like the English over there, do they? There's a certain little war that happened that they never forget. It's roughly 40-45 minute drive to Middlesbrough. Fair enough, so it's probably just a bit further than it is from here to Southampton. Yeah, pretty much. Any Southampton friends, Blake? God, no.
God, behave.
Probably know people that support Southampton.
We were at Southampton train station the other day, actually, on Monday, weren't we? And our friend Jordan was singing
Pompey songs
outside in the pouring rain.
Funny, actually. Mm. And every single member of staff that worked there spotted Pompey.
Mm.
Funny that. Well, no, there was one that didn't.
Mm.
And he said how Ward-Prowse and English supporters Southampton since they were young, even though they know that's not true. Ward-Prowse only supports Southampton now because his dad doesn't love him anymore.
Don't love him.
I mean, his dad's a Pompey season ticket owner. Or at least was until his son decided he wanted to play football. Embarrassing player. Adam Ider scored for Barnsley, by the way, and that makes it 2-2. In another game, Dad, which what? Doesn't mean anything. It's quite fun, isn't it, that half these games mean absolutely nothing.
I mean, in the playoffs in the Championship, do they care who they're going to play next? I don't think they do.
They probably do in terms of Barnsley, but the rest of them probably don't.
Can Barnsley finish higher than sixth?
Yeah, fifth.
They can finish fifth. And you play fourth.
Yeah.
Sixth play fourth.
They're going to be playing away first anyway.
Mm.
Home first. Home first. One of them.
Fans be allowed in the playoffs.
Yes.
We don't know how many.
That is why I've got to do my Fletcher season ticket before then. Tonight. Do it tonight. We'll do it. So they're going to close down the whole of the online website tonight. You can't do it in person. You have to do it online. Watford have taken the lead. Andre Gray, not Andre Green. Blake is a muppet. Ignore me. Yes, but last time was different, Des. That thing's not open anymore. Just to make this interesting, could Cardiff please score? That'd make it quite funny, wouldn't it, Des? That's the luckiest goal I've seen go in a long time. 1-0 Watford, yeah. Just seen that. Andre Gray with the goal. Neil Lennon reporting on it, mate. I will never get over. That's funny, that. Neil Lennon reporting on Watford versus Swansea.
Oh, that's good ball. That's good ball. 1-0. Good
Martin
goal.
Waghorn.
Good goal.
Derby County find the equaliser. Derby 1. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Martin Waghorn.
Good finish as well.
Very good. Brentford are 1-0 up there at Bristol City. Any guesses who scored?
Ivan Toney.
Correct.
How many goals has he scored now then?
31.
Really? He's a haircut though.
Oh, he's just got a pineapple as his fine. Another goal went in. No, it didn't.
Oh, this will make this game interesting then.
Very. Oh, Wickham are 3-0 up apparently.
10 to go.
What do you mean 10 to go? Oh, right, no, 11. They need 14, don't they? Well, not at the minute, but they're relegated anyway because Derby need to lose.
Second bottom one. So Wednesday bottom one.
I don't wanna rock, DG. Lump it forward. Then they got.
Absolute pair.
They'll know that the what's it called? They'll know that it's what's it called? Rotherham are winning anyway. So. Let's try and find something out here. I'm going to find something out here, Dad. You ready? Have a guess when Derby were last below the second tier in the third tier.
God. 50s.
I've gone back to 69-70 and they're still not in the third tier. At the beginning of the 1958-59 season, 58-59.
So that's like
They've never been in the fourth tier. They've only ever spent 3 seasons in the third tier. Right, and those seasons were in.
I bet Sheffield Wednesday never been in the third division.
I'll have a look at that in a minute. So those seasons were 55 to 57, the 2 seasons there, and 84 to 86. 86 was the last time they were in the third division. 1986.
Oh, it was 1986, wasn't it?
37 years ago, nearly. 37? 35. 35 years ago, Derby were last in the third tier.
Sheffield Wednesday, I bet they haven't been in the third division. And if they have, not for long.
Have a look. Coventry.
So look at that for a goal.
Oh, has he scored?
2-1 Derby.
2-1 to Derby.
That was a screamer.
Derby are staying up, as it stands.
Oh, well.
I went to update the Coventry score. Ooh. What a hit. What a hit. 2-1 Derby. Derby, we're talking about them not being in the third tier for 686. They're blooming not going there without a fight, are they? Jesus, they're surviving now.
That was a great goal.
They've gone from second bottom to staying up. Roberts has just smashed one in left-footed, past the hopeless Sheffield Wednesday keeper.
He didn't have a chance for that.
And that goal could see Sheffield Wednesday bottom of the league and relegated. You're enjoying it now, aren't you?
Great goal.
It's livened up now, isn't it? Rooney knows his job's on the line.
That's a great goal.
QPR taking the lead as well.
Yeah, play. Really come out fighting in this, aren't they? Good to see. We're good with that. Sheffield Wednesday have been in the third
I'll do it
tier.
in a sec, don't worry, I was already on it. Yeah, in case you were wondering. Dad, I've got it up already. 1991. Finished third in. Oh no, that's third in the first division.
Exactly. Absolutely, winning 4-1.
I'll have a look. How does it do that? Oi, oi! Derby is safe as it stands by 2 points. 0304. Yeah. 0304 season. They finished in the third. Before that, yeah, 64. And back to then, they weren't that far down. 2-1 Derby to that. Yep, 2-1. Within the space of 8 minutes this second half, they've gone 2-1 up. Nottingham Forest have just had a very good chance. But no goal on the end of it. Well, Millwall are getting battered. Rooney is keeping Derby up. They scored their own goal in Coventry.
They're in the league now, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, they will be because we're coming 3-0 up. Coventry have scored 5 today. It is 4-1, but they scored 4 Millwall as well as they felt there. Derby will be happy to hoof it away now, won't they?
Yeah, I think Derby get more chances because Sheffield Wednesday are going to get desperate, aren't they?
Every Wednesday, got 36 minutes to save their season. Quite a rare excuse to Wickham though. Fair play for fighting.
Final day.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, 24th in the league, 6 points off safety as it stands. Obviously, it would be. If they weren't losing this game, then it'd be fine. But hate to be a Sheffield Wednesday fan right now, wouldn't you? theoretically, though, this will be the best outcome for Pompey, wouldn't it?
Yes, we go in the championship.
Yeah, but if Pompey, yeah, but either way. Because Sheffield Wednesday will no doubt, if get relegated, they'll lose half this team. Callum Patterson won't play League One football. Jordan Rhodes won't. The keeper won't. Well, the keepers are all like 37, but still. Bet you any money if they come to League One, half of that team won't be there next season. Oh, my plugs are falling out. Preston have equalised, or did equalise at some point.
Nice at the back there.
But even if they get an equaliser, they're relegated anyway. Derby will know a draw isn't good enough. Dead.
Right in the game, right?
Definitely. La, la, la. La, 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 la. If you're a Derby fan, they'd be bouncing around the kitchen, wouldn't you? Hey! What happened to his middle tooth? It disappeared. Someone punched him and his middle tooth had dropped out. Adam Reach won't be there next season either. Here comes Roberts again down the right. Going to go onto his left foot but gets stopped, but still got the ball. No, he hasn't. How has this gone wrong for Sheffield Wednesday?
A lot of space appearing over the pitch now.
Sheffield Wednesday are just going to bomb it forward though, aren't they? They'll get caught on the counter at some point. They've got nothing to lose now, have they? They're relegated. Unless they score 2, they're in League One next season. Leeds are still 2-1 up, by the way. Okay.
Go Tottenham.
My friends from down the road have Liverpool away tonight.
Qualifying the Champions League.
Might Liverpool will have a Europe if they're not careful. Yeah, our friends down the road could still get relegated. Imagine this scene if somehow they get relegated.
Some West Brom are going down.
What's the gap at the minute? 10 points.
Yeah, no chance.
Coventry 5-1. Matty James with the goal there. Well, it's fair to say that Millwall have already decided to go sit their cocktail and say their season's over. Is Josh Windass Dean Windass's son?
Yeah.
Dean Windass play for Hull, didn't he? Was he the one that thunderbolted it from about 40 yards out? Yeah. What a goal that was. Corner for Sheffield Wednesday. That's a shocking corner for Sheffield Wednesday. He'll be happy to just sit on the floor, won't he? He's got nothing to worry about.
Leeds has done well staying in the Championship, haven't they?
Second consecutive season in the Championship. They'll be in the Championship for 3 years next year. I think they had a bit of backing behind them, though, didn't they? Oh, hello.
Could be another one here. That's taking too long.
Offside is not. Luton had a lot of financial backing.
Oh, let's see that again. Didn't look like it was offside.
Forest have thrown it all away and they're 2-1 down now. Liam Lindsay with the goal for Preston. I'm convinced Luton's manager is now that. What's his name again? Blackburn are 3-2 up against Birmingham. Birmingham had a 2-goal lead in that. Yeah, Nathan Jones is back at Luton. He's a defender, I think. Barry Bannon's tiny.
In international.
Yeah. You know that word, don't you? Pirating.
Few minutes scoring in this one, guys.
I think he was.
Rooney smiling. What a player he
Made
was.
27 appearances for Scotland. I can see this turning again.
Oh. Did he play for Celtic or Rangers? I think he played for Celtic.
No. Like Hearts or someone, don't you know, in your life.
Oh, he did play for Celtic. He must be a fair old age now, I think.
31. He didn't play for anyone in Scotland.
No?
Nope. Villa, Derby, Blackpool, Villa, Leeds, Villa, Palace, Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday.
Played for a few clubs.
Sheffield Wednesday for 5 years. Oh, it's 2-1. Callum Patterson gets an all-important equaliser. And when I say all-important, I blooming well mean it. A minute. Not you. Don't care about that game. Are we going to hear it? There we go. There we go. That's Sky Sports' reaction to the goal. Because I know we're ahead slightly on this than they are. So there we go, Dad. It's 2-2. I literally said it about 30 seconds ago. Is it? I'm watching it on here now because I missed that.
Yeah, that's bad.
Right, pinged over the top. Matt Clark. Oh my God. Matt Clark wins his header kind of backwards. It goes to his centre back partner who just hits him and goes straight to Patterson, who finishes it off bottom corner. Simple finish, but he's got a bit to do it. And boy, has he done it, Dad. Didn't mean to do that. Who scored? Coventry scored, didn't they, at one point? Just checking there's not many goals before I put that on the screen. There we go. Blackburn 3-2 up now. Coventry are 5-1 up. Mental league. 2-2, says Austin. Yeah. God. I literally said to you about 30 seconds before that went in, there'll be another twist here. And what happened? There was another twist.
More twist.
There will be. The goals galore in a minute.
I had a mistake that was from that defender. Cardiff.
I'm watching it on here. Nothing happened there. Still now. Patterson, of all people. Callum Patterson. Jacob says, fellas, you all right, Jake? How are you?
Right.
Austin, any Pompey players out on loan and he's recalling? Adam May. He's not on loan anymore, is he? Bryn Morris, Dad. I think we should recall him. I think he's the only one out on loan, isn't he? Oh, woo. Rico Hackett-Fairchild is good, but no, not really. Any Pompey fans that are here, I don't know if you've heard, but Danny Cowley's already entered talks to extend the loan of Harvey White. I don't know if you saw that there. Because he's good friends with Ryan Mason, who obviously is now the Spurs manager. So, yeah, 5-1 to Coventry. Well, they're going out of St Andrews with a bang, aren't they? A birthday present, that. God. Ben Brereton's now at Blackburn. He was at Forest a couple of years ago, wasn't he? Blackburn won the Premier League when they absolutely bankrolled it, didn't they? Shearer,
Sutton,
Walcott,
Gallagher, Sherwood.
That team was stupid.
So
Didn't they spend like £1 million on Shearer at a time when that was like £100 million?
three now.
3.5 million.
Hmm.
And wasn't that like 350 million pretty much at the time? Who was the first £1 million player? Chris Sutton, wasn't it?
No.
Who was it?
Trevor Francis.
No. Who bought him? United?
No.
No, Fergie spent the first £1 million, didn't he?
Club for him. No.
Actually, I swear Fergie spent one
That
of
was
them.
years ago, before I was even born.
Fergie bought one of the first £1 million players, though, didn't he?
Brian Clough bought some guy called Clyde Best as well for £1 million.
Trevor Francis. You say before you were born, 1 year before you were born. Technically, that wasn't actually $1 million. 950,000 plus add-ons. No, that's not $1 million.
$1 million.
Eventually $1 million, not
£1 million player.
eventually. Who broke his record then? Who broke that record just 2 years later?
No best.
Nope,
Yeah.
not even on the list.
Yeah.
Brian Robson, the second £1 million player.
West Brom to Man United.
Yep. Who's third then? Leaving England. Mark Hughes, Barca. Then Ian Rush to Juve, Chris Waddle to Marseille, David Platt for $5 million to Bari, Shearer for $15 million to Newcastle, Anelka for $22 million, Juan Sebastian Veron for $28 million, and 2004's record was broke by Wayne Rooney for $31 million. That paid off in the end, didn't it?
He's only 18.
He's got to be one of the most expensive teenagers of all time, isn't he? I mean, he was class as a teenager, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That goal he scored when he was chatting to the ref, moaning at him, and then just turns around and bangs one top corner and goes, "All right, ref." Nothing has happened in the league since that goal.
I'm sure for Wednesday, well,
It is. You can't be surprised about that, though, can you? Go on. It's 3-2.
unbelievable.
Scenes in the Championship as it turned round again. Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead. And we're going to listen to this. Sheffield Wednesday are 3-2 up.
Derby are terrible at the back.
Oh my God. I mean, that was shocking defending again. He's offside as well. There's 2 offside goals. Wow. Shea Dunkley's got that and he's just headed it and he's like, "Whoa, hello." I want to hear this. Mental.
It's a game and a half, this, mate.
This is class. Julian Borna with the goal there.
Mm. 3-2 Sheffield Wednesday. This is some game now.
The EFL is so much better. You don't get this in the Premier League, do you?
Probably got to score 2.
Well, yeah. You don't get this in the Brentford 2-0. You don't get this in the blooming Premier League, do you?
That's it. Oh.
That's all anyway. You don't get this in the Premier League, do you? Let's be honest.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Clicking the wrong button. Right. Ruthergard, mad to think Derby were beating Leeds in the playoffs not long ago. Now they're on their way to League One. Exactly. Oh man, Leeds fans on Derby's Twitter account laughing. Right, we're going to have a look at this. Or I am, anyway. Follow me on Twitter, Blake PSC. It's always interesting on there, I promise you that. That's the place where I update everyone as to when my videos are out. So follow me on there. Right, let's have a look. Has someone put bets? Someone put that, Dad, with looking for League One. Someone put that picture with looking for League One away days. So obviously the picture when Derby were taking a mick out of Leeds. That's class. Someone's posted this. That's quality. A Leeds fan has posted that on the feed. So people are putting smiling photos of Marcelo Bielsa there as well, but they're not yet safe. Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, Derby are relegated as it stands. Derby need 2 goals to stay up. But Barnsley into 5th as it stands, Dad. Rotherham concede, they're going down. Blackburn 4-2 up against Birmingham. God. What a day. And you said this would be boring, Dad.
It wasn't the first time, but this is. Derby needs to pull the finger out here.
Yeah, but they brought a defender on, didn't they? So they went defensive and then they conceded 2 and they're like, brilliant. Gosfiak and the Buchanan come on for Forsyth and Shinnie. That's 2 defenders off there for 2 midfielders and attackers. Derby now know they're relegated unless they score 2. They know that. There's no if, buts and maybes about it. They're relegated without a win.
They've got 17 minutes to do it.
Well, the thing is, both clubs could be relegated before then, because the Rotherham game could finish, couldn't it? What a mental league these are. People that say the Premier League is better than this.
The draw's not good enough.
Well, unless Rotherham lose. No. A draw is good enough if Rotherham concede.
He's punny, that Cassie.
Leeds a 3-1 up.
You scored, Jeff.
It's being VAR checked. Rodrigo scored it. It is being checked by VAR, the worst thing to happen to football, but still. Swansea score. They are losing. They're losing, and they're losing 1-0. 1-0? 2-0? What is it? I'll check, because I think it's 1-0. It is 1-0. Hey, do you think Porto shine? I know Holston Kiel as well, so I know he doesn't exist. Could be class, though, mate. Could be class. Dad, do you want to read that comment out, please? The bottom one.
Hey, do you think Portugal should sign Tatu? Hustle? Hustle, trying Clayton.
No. Read the name out. So read that bit. And then read that bit.
La Janus.
No, that's not how it's pronounced.
How's it pronounced?
Read it how you think
No, that's what I just said, Blake.
I'll whisper it to you because I don't want to.
Lovely. That's what you got.
Can you now read it out, please? Read it.
No, do you think Portia should sign La Janus for
Blackburn are 5-1 up. Blake, who do you think will win League One playoffs? I like to think Sunderland can and Bucky's batting, but I think Blackpool will. I think Blackpool will. Shut up. I think Blackpool will.
Pompey going to win.
I think Pompey have got a chance, don't get me wrong.
You've got to get in the playoffs.
One to thingy.
You've got to get in the playoffs first.
Yeah, of course we do. I think Pompey have got a chance, but I wouldn't put my money on it. Who just scored? Coventry. I've done it again. This is getting funny now, this. Because Derby because it was Sheffield Wednesday throwing everything forward, now it's Derby throwing everything forward. Quality, mate, thanks. No worries. It's always funny when they don't have a clue what's going on. Brentford, they're 3-0 up. As well.
Tony?
Sergi Canos. Player he is as well. I've got to type this up, but I can't find where it is. Stop that. Watch the game. Good. Go away. Who's going up then? From this league, not from League One.
What you said?
Have you?
Brentford.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, 3 teams get promoted, though.
Derby's defence is absolutely terrible, isn't it?
Defending overall today has been shocking. Even the games on Millwall's defence must be worse. They conceded 6.
Saying that though.
Oh, here we go. Hey, penalty.
Penalty to Derby.
Derby have got a penalty. What's the odds they miss this? What is the odds they miss this? No. Why is the Derby player been booked for?
And he hasn't. He's booked.
No, he didn't. He booked the Derby player. It's Jozwiak who just came on.
Yeah, it's definitely a penalty.
Yeah, I thought he booked. I thought it was as well. It is a penalty, you know. Waghorn will take.
I miss it, I reckon.
So do I. Waghorn steps up, takes it.
What
Great
a penalty.
Great penalty. 3-3.
3-3. Oh, this is a cracking game now, isn't it?
It's this, yeah. Derby now that Cardiff have equalised.
Right.
Derby is safe as it stands. Rotherham are 1-1.
This is a pen up, mate. This is
What a league. Mental. Mental. What's that again? Mental.
mental.
Jesus Christ. Who would have thought it, eh?
Shame the goal there.
Good goal.
What does that mean for the table then?
Derby is safe. It says it literally there. This is mental.
What's the keeper doing out there?
Doing him up against Swansea. Jesus Christ. What a league. What a goal.
Oh.
Don't just go whoop because then I think it's been a goal. I'm nervous. I don't know why. I'm nervous, but I have no reason to be.
This second half's been unreal.
That's been Bristol City pulling back against Brentford. Second half's been more than unreal. Whipped into the box. Forget Sheffield Wednesday will now be safe if they can find a winner. Because Derby are currently safe.
Yeah, that's only if Rotherham don't score no more.
Yeah, well, Cardiff have got the momentum now, don't they? And they've only got 3.5 minutes left.
3.5? Was that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't forget it was 5 added on in there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So if Rotherham draw, then this game will still have 5 or 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
So Rotherham could be relegated before this game's even finished.
Mm.
And they will be, because the only way they wouldn't be is if Derby,
And they're going to know about that in this game, won't they? Or no?
They won't.
I don't know if Rotherham have gone down.
Well, unless they've got text messages or something like ready. Any money, if that full-time whistle goes and Rotherham are relegated, you'll see Rooney go, lads, we're safe. Hold on to it, please. Apparently Rotherham are throwing everything forward. It looks like that's what he's saying anyway.
It's Davis, isn't it?
It is. What a player he is, by the way. Or was.
Defender on for a striker.
But they'll happily do that. Evidently, they know that Rotherham have just conceded.
Let's score again.
Well, they did it last time and they scored twice. Blackburn has finished 5-2 against Birmingham there, both sides.
Oh, here we go.
Derby 1-on-1.
Got a score now, isn't he? Surely.
They've missed that shot. All he had to do was score that and they were safe. Simple as that. And that would have been as well, because Rotherham, even if they had scored then, Derby would have had the lead. If he scores that, Sheffield Wednesday are in League One next season, but he doesn't score it and Sheffield Wednesday come out the other end and miss another chance. Matt Clark defending well. We'll go right through to the end of this game and then we'll cut off and we'll be back at 2:45. That's the plan for today, isn't it, Dad? 2:45 we'll be back for the remaining games anyway. Coventry's finished 6-1. How has he missed that? That is the definition of missing a golden opportunity to stay out. If Sheffield Wednesday concede now, it's his fault. Well, it's not his fault if they concede, but you get the point. Rotherham shot themselves in the foot, wanted them to stay up. I don't really get
that game's not finished yet, was it?
Well, they're 1-1 though, aren't they? It's pretty much done. But they did shoot themselves in the foot though by conceding. Let's have a look. Bristol City has finished 3-1 to Brentford. Watford has finished 2-0 to them against Swansea. Games in the dying embers. Rotherham have literally thrown every single man forward here, apart from the keeper. If they get a corner, the keeper will be flying forward. Rotherham has finished 1-1. Rotherham relegated to League One next season. This is behind. Derby just got it in the box here. Well, Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday into the box, but good shot, but saved. Cardiff relegated. Rotherham relegated. What's happened when I last saw it was 0-0? A lot's happened, Max. Believe me. It went. What did it go? 1-0 Derby, 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday, 3-2.
1-0.
Sheffield Wednesday 1-0, Derby 2-1, Sheffield Wednesday 3-2, Derby 3-0. When it's in their own hands, they can't cope with the pressure. No. Josh, do you think Sunderland will win tomorrow? Yes, mate, I do. Who have you got? I think they'll win. I just don't know who they've got. Cardiff has finished with Rotherham. Rotherham relegated to League One. The first team to be officially relegated.
Sheffield Wednesday come back and win this game. If Sheffield Wednesday win, they'll stay up.
Yep. What a league. Rotherham was safe until 5 minutes ago. Wickham are relegated as well.
He's just put Wag on, he's not even on the pitch.
He's interfering or something, isn't he? That depends on who wins this game. 5 minutes for Derby to hold on before they're relegated.
Wednesday relegated.
Yeah. Wanted a new ground to go to next season, fair enough. I mean, I haven't been to Rotherham before. Had tickets for last season, but obviously COVID's not that. Wycombe's class.
Strip joint.
There is a strip joint. And then, well, I've never been to either of these two. So no matter which one of these two comes down, I don't really want. I wanted Rotherham to stay up simply because both of these two would have come down. Festi Eversele's been booked and he's not on the pitch either.
I think they know now. They know that.
Well, they know it's finished, don't they? Derby have thrown everyone back. They know. They're going to know, though, aren't they? Modern technology means they will know. Yeah, but look, if they knew they needed a winner still, they wouldn't have just punted that forward, would they? Huddersfield have equalised against Reading, but once again, means absolutely nothing anymore. Do you think Sunderland will win the playoffs? You've got a good chance, mate, but probably not.
Playoffs is pot luck.
I think Will Wickham won them last year, and they didn't deserve it. They weren't even in the playoffs.
Went from 8th to 3rd, didn't they?
Man. You see that? You went to pick the ball up, threw it in the stand, and went, oh no, I fell. It's the 87th minute here. They've given it their best chance, but will they do it? Us and Rotherham usually joined at the hip in terms of promotion allocation. We looked at this earlier, Katie, and Rotherham haven't spent more than one season in League One.
In the Championship.
Yeah, the Championship. Rotherham have never spent more than a season. Well, in the last 30 years. Oh no, they did, but it was 21st, wasn't it? So.
That going.
You can see that.
Steve McLaren's there as well.
Well, it's funny though.
Steve McLaren's in the background now.
Well, he used to be Derby manager, didn't he? So his Championship tweeted the most goals ever in a Championship season, introducing Ivan Toney. Pompey retweeted it. Guy Whittingham scored 42. Get good. Ivan Toney hasn't even. I'll have a look at how many Ivan Toney's got, but he hasn't scored 42 this season.
He scored 31 in the league.
Exactly. That's not 42, is it? So how can they? Yeah, he scored 31 in the league, which is 3 more than Adam Armstrong scored, which isn't the record. What a league! What a league! You just can't get bored of this, can you?
Basically, a minute left plus whatever's added on.
Which will be a bit because there's been 5 goals in this first half.
And it won't be as much as the first half.
No, but there's been 5 goals, which is 30 seconds each. The winner decided who wants to pick up. So, I think Sheffield Wednesday will be relegated. We've never spent more than 2. Spent more time in the Prem than the Championship. Fair enough. We're a second tier club normally, aren't we? God. They're all watching Merson's game here, which is this one. Imagine the scenes if somehow Derby managed to, Sheffield Wednesday managed to win this. Well, you just want Derby here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
6 minutes added on.
That's unbelievable, wasn't it?
6 added minutes for Sheffield Wednesday to get a goal. Derby know they're safe as it stands. Sheffield Wednesday don't. And Sheffield Wednesday just pinged the ball that's gone over and out for a goal kick. God. It sums up the season now, doesn't it? Mental. Sheffield Wednesday players trying to speed up the keeper. He ain't in no hurries, is he? I wouldn't be. At this rate, this game's going to keep going until League Two won't start. God. That Clark with a cynical foul on the halfway line. I'll have a look at Twitter and see what the two clubs, not these two, but the other clubs are saying. What's the chance of you going up, do you reckon? If we get playoffs, it's 25% chance. It's potluck. That's all it is. That's all I can say is, I don't even know.
Have a massive confidence boost if we do get into the playoffs, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were past them earlier. They were training, weren't they?
Corner to Sheffield Wednesday.
The keeper can't go up here. Oh no, he's been told to go back. He went to run forward and they went, hold on a minute, mate, it's not that far. Headed away to Barry Bannon. He whips it in. Hello. Hello. Oh. How painful would this be right now to be one of these fans? You just want to be. I'd rather. Well, you wouldn't rather be. Let Andre Green come out. Andre Green is coming off for Sheffield Wednesday. Coming a Halderman to get a late winner. Andre Green knows all about last minute winners, doesn't he? Dad? Rochdale away, he did it. Norwich away, he did it. Now, shall we look then? As all the games have finished. I'll put it on the screen in a minute, actually, of what the playoff games will be. Bill Morris, Derby owner and executive chairman.
It's unbelievable.
The playoffs confirmed that Brentford will take on Bournemouth and Swansea will take on Barnsley for a place in the Premier League. It's been a class final day, though. You can't deny that.
Is there going to be any more twists and turns?
Probably. Do you know what I reckon will happen?
Oh.
Or I wouldn't be surprised to see?
What?
Sheffield Wednesday score a fourth, and then Derby got the other and then equalise. Just to give it a little bit more. He's like 36 now, isn't he? Surely. He ain't young. If they win another corner, the keeper's got that. Long throw. Callum Paterson again. The exact same thing that happened in the first goal. Cardiff trying to time waste.
Cardiff?
Derby, sorry. Because Callum Paterson used to play for Cardiff, didn't he? Whoa! That was nearly a goal. Throwing. Taking it quickly as opposed to just launching it in there.
Oh.
Matt Clark threw himself at that.
Where's he still got the ball?
Oh! Corner ball. 95th minute.
Goldie's got to go out now, hasn't he?
Well, no, they're relegated if he doesn't. He's going up. Westwood is if he scores here. I wouldn't be surprised. Off of that one in then. They haven't won it. The keeper's not back. Barry Bannon's in a foot race here with someone. George Kriak, what a challenge. What? That wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul, though. Interesting.
Should have hit it.
He should have hit it there.
Yeah.
First time. He cuts back in on himself, and then a great challenge comes in, but he's been booked for the challenge somehow. Dean Harris is booked for a perfectly good challenge, and there's about 30 seconds left, and Derby have a free kick. Sheffield Wednesday are going to be relegated.
I'll be a time waster. He just kicked that straight out.
Oh, wouldn't you? All they've got to do is hold on. They haven't got to play for anything anymore, have they? It's last chance saloon now, isn't it? And they're just kicking it. Oh, what's happening to my eye? There's no aim to their kicks, is there? It's just kick it and hope. I mean, there's an extra minute here. Derby are safe. Derby survive. Derby were relegated for all but 10 minutes that game. Wayne Rooney has masterminded them to safety. Waghorn is trying. I mean, he is a Derby legend, isn't he, pretty much, Waghorn? He's been there for a while. Sheffield Wednesday will be playing in League One with Pompey next season. Well, we'll have a couple of minutes.
Oh, wait a minute, with Pompey.
Yeah. Waghorn sprinted on the pitch there, knee slipped in the corner. Bye.
And Derby, unlucky Sheffield Wednesday. What a great game though, 3-0.
Mental.
If Rotherham had held on, this result wouldn't have mattered, but they obviously didn't.
What a game. We've got 8 minutes till the League Two video starts. Well, that's a new ground to go to next season. For next season. Class. But we're going to end this stream here because that's the end of the championship. Rooney's kept his team up. Derby are safe. Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham and Wickham relegated to the basement. Can't talk today. Oh yeah. So much added time today. Yeah, injury in the first half and then goals in the second. But Sheffield Wednesday are now relegated. They'll have a clear out of their players and go again for promotion next year. But thank you all for watching this stream, and don't forget to join back in just under 10 minutes where we go and talk about League Two.